So the next video is going to be the place I used to work when I was young, when I was a teenager. I worked at Point Pepperell Cotton Mill here in Opelika, Alabama. And it's been torn down now, and they were going to make some studio apartments out of them or something, and then it burned to the ground. And so it's been being cleared, but I went out and did some video of me walking around the old plant and kind of remember some of the places I used to work. I worked in several different departments inside the mill over a little over 2 years, I believe, before I joined the military. After I joined the Army, I still got a paycheck from them every time there was a paid holiday, because I didn't quit work. I just stopped working there because I was joining the military. So anyway, the plant's gone now, but it was kind of a staple of Opelika. It's a historic place in Opelika, and this is the video of it. Thanks for checking it out. This is where the old mill was. It was first West Point Pepperell, and then it was West Point Stevens at Pepperell. But this is the old cotton mill where I used to work, and it's so much different now with the building gone. I think this right here, these stairs right here, is where I used to walk down to come clock in. Right in here into the building. But I think this plant closed in around 2008, and then I think they were gonna make they were gonna tear it down, and then they were gonna make some studio apartments out of it, and then it caught on fire back in 2013. Huge fire, huge. It burned for several days. I never really understood. I mean, it was pretty much a concrete building, but I never understood how that there was that much in there to burn. But anyway, it burned down, and they're out here. Actually, out here still got, years later in 2020, they got backhoes over there still picking up debris and cleaning this place out. It's kind of sad. A lot of people in Opelika worked here. I'm walking down, I think, towards where the main entrance used to be. And I used to come in there and clock in too, because when I first started working there, I worked as a cleanup guy on Sundays. We worked 8 hours on Sunday. We'd come in when the plant was down, and we'd blow all the cotton off the ceilings that built up over the week, and we'd cover the sewing looms up with the sheets, and then we sweep all the cotton up and get rid of it. Yeah, right here I believe is the main entrance. Walked right through here hundreds of times. Crazy. But yeah, I started working as a cleanup guy on Sunday, then I got a job. What they called it was, they had a 4th and 5th shift on the weekend. You can work 11 o'clock Friday night to 11 o'clock Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Saturday night to 11 o'clock Sunday morning. You can work 24 hours and get paid for 36. So I was doing that while I was in high school. So I was actually getting a full-time day. It was always hard on Friday. Get out of school, go to track practice, and then go to work at 11 o'clock. Stay up all night and sleep. Anyway, I was a janitor then. 4 shifts, and all I did was clean bathrooms and sweep floors and things like that. And then later I got a job as a loom blower. I'd shut off the loom machines and spray the cotton out with air, clean out some of the machinery, and then start the machines back up. And I just did that 12 hours a day. Just cut the machines off and get the cotton that was building up on the machines in these huge rooms. Yep. I used to come out right here too. Just come out right here because I worked in several different places. I worked for every one of the supervisors in the plant. Knew my name, knew who I was, knew I was a hard worker, and I could pretty much come in when I wanted to and asked if they needed me to do anything, and they'd come up with something for me to do. I remember one time they gave me a scaffold and a hard bristle brush to get on there and literally with soap and water wash all the air conditioning ducting in the big huge rooms. which kept me busy for hours and hours and hours. I was all overtime. I used to get, at some point in the summer, I was getting 70 and almost 80 hours a week. Just anything they could find that I wanted to do. And if I could just walk in unannounced and go to any supervisor, and they usually put me to work. Hardly ever said no. So anyway, it was a great job, especially for a high school kid. I think I was making $6 an hour back in the 80s, something like that. And I had worked up to another promotion I'd signed up for, but then I wound up joining the Army. And this right here, I used to walk up this little ramp right here with the cotton that I'd put in these big, huge tubs, and I'd walk up this ramp. I spent a lot of time going up this ramp right here. And there was a trash compactor. And back when I was doing the janitor work, I'd take these big bins of trash and cotton that I'd sweep up and take right over here, and there was a machine, I believe it was right there. It was a crusher, trash compactor. I spent a lot of time standing right here waiting for that stuff to compact. But it's kind of crazy looking at this now. It don't even look the same because the buildings are stuff and not around it. But I'm sure a lot of people in Opelika has a lot of memories of this place. And, anyway, that was cool. I wasn't sure if I was allowed to come walk back in here. Probably not, but I did. Did anyway. No one stopped me, so pretty cool to kind of reminisce. And like I said, I spent hours and hours here. I was gonna look up some history of the place, and I tried to find some stuff online, but I wasn't able to find much. Only that the plant closed in 2008, and there's a lot of stuff about the fire. The fire was a big deal when it happened. When this place burned down, I mean, this place at night you could just see it glowing in the direction of the mill. It was a huge fire. Yeah, and then I'm sure a lot of people in this area worked. A lot of people worked here. A lot of people had a lot of stories about here. And right there ahead of me is where the break room was. So I spent a lot of time here. I think every 2 hours I came here for 10 minutes or something like that. And of course, I was a janitor, so I had to keep the break room clean. So after everybody's break was over, I'd stay and clean it up. Crazy to see it like this now. Yep. I used to come right up these steps and go right up the parking lot. I got my blue truck over there is parked where I used to park when I was working here. Yep. My truck is parked now right where my car would have been parked. My little piece of junk car. I think it was a Dodge Colt at the time. So anyway, 30-something years later. So that's it, West Point Pepperell. Local people will know the place well. If you got any memories of West Point Pepperell, just put them down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.